We want to point out by referring to section 170 CRPC that it is the duty of the officer in charge of the police station by which the case has been investigated into to obtain bonds from persons who are acquainted with the facts and circumstances of the case of an undertaking that they shall appear before the court to support the charges. Thus, the primary duty of production of a witness lies with the police. It is invariably being seen that the above statutory function of the police is being flaunted with impunity. This section might not have been referred to by the Supreme Court in Shailendra Kumar Supra when their lordships was pointing out the above proposition of law that it was the duty of the officer in charge of the police station by which the case had been investigated into to remain present before the Court of Sessions with witnesses on day-to-day basis during hearing of such cases of serious charges which ordinarily go to the Court of Sessions, and the prosecution evidence must not to be shut out in want of production of witnesses. We are of the opinion that here, in the present case, it could not be said that the learned trial judge was acting in haste. The learned judge was giving sufficient opportunity to the state of UP for producing the witnesses, but finding that no witness was produced, he was finally shutting out the prosecution case. Whereas, what we further find is that the learned trial judge has not examined any witness. As such, there was no requirement under law to examine the accused persons under section 313 of the CRPC. The provision of section 313 CRPC requires the explanation of the accused persons to be obtained through their examination only when the evidence indicates certain circumstances appearing against them towards their culpability. If there was no evidence, then there could not be any circumstance appearing from evidence against any of the accused, and as such there could not be any legal requirement for any court to examine an accused under section 313 CRPC. We are saddened to find that the highest court of the district was acting mechanically to observe the formality of law, as it was never required to be observed in absence of any evidence. The FIR is not the evidence. It might be a document, value thereof has repeatedly been pointed out of as being a mere statement which could be used for corroborating or contradicting of the maker of document. The contents of such a document could not be utilized to infer the circumstances appearing against the accused from evidence, because a mere statement and evidence are two different things as per the simple definition of the terms. The evidence is defined by section 3 of the Indian Evidence Act, and as such we find that that particular exercise of the learned sessions judge was not required to be made by law. Over.